Did you call bank? I called game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here, and in today's video I am talking about the 10 major problems of NBA 2K20. Before this video starts, be an OG, join the Pack Nation, and subscribe. And now let's get this video started. Now, when I make this list, I'm going to be starting from 10 to 1. 10 being things that I don't like, term number 1 being like a big, huge problem, right? Now, before I do start this video, I would like to say that I actually enjoy this 2K a lot more than I enjoyed 2K last year. I had to believe from 2K18, they have been improving the game every single year. I believe that 100%. That being said, there are still a lot of problems that they need to address, hopefully for next 2K, which will be the next generation for like PlayStation 5 and Xbox, whatever they call it. That's going to be NBA 2K21. That's going to be the brand new generation, and that's what they're focusing a lot of their efforts on. And I hope they fix these 10 things when we get to that point. Now, starting at number 10, it is Road to 99 is gone. Now, I'm not saying that I think the removal of Road 99 is gone. I think that the way they did it, I'm not really a fan of. Now, I'll say this. Going up to a 95 overall is so much easier than last year. Last year, it really would have taken you months to get there. Now, if you grind for like a week, you could definitely get to about 95 or close to it. If you like grind nonstop though, right? I'm actually okay with that. I like that a little bit. I'm having fun with it. I'm actually almost already a 90 overall, and I've played maybe like a tenth of what I played last year. That being said, once you get to 95 overall, it depends how good you are with winning games and your stats that will determine whether or not you can be a 99 overall. So how good you are from 95 to 99 will be your new rating. And if you're never good enough, you could never be a 99 overall ever. I don't like that at all. Are you really telling me that if you never are good enough at the game, you can never be a 99 overall? Even if you're playing it like crazy, even if you're nonstop playing it trying to get better, you'll never become a 99? I don't like that at all. I think they should have at least addressed that, or at least made like an alternative route to becoming a 99. Even if it takes longer, but oh well, that's something that they added, which I can deal with. That's a personal opinion, that's why I have it at number 10. Now at number 9 is, I also have this one on this list because I know it'll never change, that's why I have it pretty low on the list, but still, it's a major problem. It's the servers. It's always been the servers of this game. There's a lot of problems that are back from the last 2K. Going into my court and then trying to go with your friends to my court still doesn't work. It takes like 5 attempts. You have to leave the court, come back, try 5 times before you can finally enter your friend's court. Sometimes Pro-Am doesn't work where it's glitching, and all of a sudden it says you're doing a 5v5 ranked when you only have 3 players and you're trying to play 3-on-3. Lag issues, crashing. You'll go into a court and then the court won't start, like the game won't start. All these issues that have been from previous 2Ks are still going on in this one. And you would think they had a whole year to fix. Listen, they could have fixed anything. One thing they had to was the servers and the interface and how everything's working. And they still haven't even, I feel like, improved, to be honest. But that's a problem that I feel like is never going to go away, to be honest. So that's why I have it on the list, because it has to be on the list, but I don't think it's ever going to go away. Now at number 8 is that you cannot change the quarter length in my GM. You can only have 6-minute quarters. This is bothering a lot of 2K fans because a lot of them like to play My League and My GM. Now My League is fine, but My GM is not. Now that's a game mode that a good amount of people play. It's a respected game mode. It's one of the best game modes in 2K that's been really good for the past 2 years. There's no microtransactions or anything being thrown into it. It's a clean, fun experience in 2K that has been affected negatively. Like they had one thing that was really good and they messed that up too. If you can't change your quarter minutes, you can't change it to normal NBA quarter minutes, like 12 minutes, and then it's not as realistic as you'd like it to be, and then it messes everything up. That's not great. At number 7 is something that I think should never have existed in 2K. It is contracts in my team. Now listen, when you get a card and you have a card that has, for example, 5 games on it, this is not, it's like news to anybody. Basically, you can't use it until you get contracts. But contracts aren't easy to come by. You have to play domination, you have to grind. But what if you don't want to do that? What if you only want to play online with other people? And that's it. You don't want to do anything else besides triple threat or just play Ultimate Team online. You can't do that because you're going to lose the contracts for your players, and then you're going to have to play domination, or what the game is going to force you to do is buy VC to buy packs to get contracts. The game, I feel like it really is this negative way of forcing you to buy VC, because personally, I don't like to play domination. I think domination is boring in my opinion. I like to play just normal my team, and I can't do that when I have no context for my players. That needs to be removed. Now at number 6, it is double teams in my career. Now people have been complaining about this all 2K so far. Is if you make like 4 or 5 points in the span of 30 seconds, you're going to get double teamed for the rest of the game, and then it's going to be annoying, frustrating to try to score at all. Listen, we're not Devin Booker in pickup games. We don't need to be double teamed every 2 seconds. Let us play the game. I know that that's how kind of it works in real life. If you're going off, they're going to double team you. I get it, but I don't like how when you're double teamed, it basically forces you to mess up every possession unless you pass it out, and even when you pass it out, sometimes it's a turnover. It's like the game forcing you to mess up because you're doing so good, and I don't like that. Like, I shouldn't have to mess up automatically because I've been doing good so far. That needs to be fixed for sure, and hopefully patched in a future update. Now at number 5, it is loading screens. Now this is worse than last year. You know, one thing I hated about Madden video games is that the loading screens have always been so long, and I was always happy that 2K never really had this problem for the most part, but this year is different. Everything you want to do throws you into a loading screen. You want to go to the neighborhood? Loading screen. You want to check the menu? Loading screen. You want to upgrade your player? Loading screen. You want to put the VC into upgrading your player? Loading screen. You want to get out of that screen? That's another loading screen. And it's like, and that's not even over exaggerating. That's actual things. And those loading screens are like twice as long as last year. How is it longer if it's not even that much information? Like, there's games like Grand Theft Auto that have extremely long loading screens because the game essentially is putting all this information in and it's throwing you into the game. But then after that, you're usually fine. What 2K should do is make you download everything before the game starts, or I guess render everything before the game starts, and then once you finally get into the game, loading screens wouldn't be as bad. That's my opinion at least. That needs to be updated because it's super annoying. And number 4 is that if you're a center or a power forward, you essentially have to be a glass cleaner and super tall. Like, if you're playing Parker Pro-Am, you need to have a center on your team who can rebound, glass cleaning, also lockdown. You have to. Like, there's no like alternative. There's no, well, I mean, yes, you can win other ways. But if you want to be a sweat and you want to win and you want to take it seriously, you probably should have a center who's a glass cleaning lockdown, who's going to get you boards and going to set you screens. Imagine buying this game for $60 just to set screens for months, and that's it. That's all you do is rebound and set screens. That's all you do. It's really hard to score in this game unless you're like a pure post scorer with badges, and you're not going to use that when you're a center who's trying to get rebounds and set screens and play defense, obviously. So because of that, the center position, one of your teammates is always going to be forced to be this build that they're not going to even want to be, but they're forced to because the game needs you to have someone like that if you want to win games. That's annoying. Now at number 3 is my personal biggest problem, but I'm only having it at number 3 because I know that there's other problems that you guys want to talk about. Fadeaways. This game, when it comes to shooting fadeaways, is worse than ever. I actually feel like the gameplay in this game has been really good and way better than last year. But one thing that needs to be addressed, and I hope next patch they address it immediately, fadeaways are stupid. People should not be hitting constantly fadeaway 3 greens and then fadeaway middies. It is impossible to defend that. I'm sorry. If you're running to the corner and fading away and then hitting it, that's broken. And it's not realistic. Players don't make all their baskets by fading away every possession. That's not how basketball works. If you're wide open, if you set up for a shot, I get it. And maybe a fadeaway on occasion, maybe. But jump fades should not be as broken as they are. If you have difficult shots and then you just fade away, you're going to make every shot possible. And it's lame. It's not fun. That needs to be updated immediately because it's jank city with that. And number 2, it is the grinding badge process. So, people don't like how slow it is to grind your badges. It's not great. There's 4 categories of shooting, slashing, defending, and playmaking. And the grind for each upgrade for your badge takes forever. Like forever. I personally miss when I could grind the specific badges I wanted to, and I could get Hall of Fame pretty early if I really grinded for it in like a day or 2. Maybe 3. Now you have to seriously grind for one category just to go up one color, like bronze, silver, gold, or Hall of Fame. And that's for one badge. There's not even like multi-badges. Like it's ridiculous. The badge grinding system is way longer than it was last year. And badges, this game is so badge heavy this year that you need badges. So the game is like just forcing you to be in this awful position of grinding and feeling like you're not getting anywhere because the bar barely moves every time you finish a game or something. It's crazy. It breaks my heart because it ruins the fun of it a little bit, but that is how it is right now. And finally, at number 1, it is something that we've talked about already a lot of times. The park. It is the exact same park as it was last year. I don't want to hear this, well, they kind of added a little store here and there, or the colors are a little different. I'm sorry. This is the same park. It is the exact same one. Front and back, layout, everything about it is the same. The stairs are the same, those annoying stairs, or I guess a neighborhood. This is the first time this has ever happened, right? They have never been that lazy to make the exact same park for the same game. So that's disappointing extremely. Not only did they do that, but then they lied to the community, and this is a fact. They lied to the community, saying that this was a brand new park when it was not at all. And then when we accused them of lying to us, they basically told us that we were wrong and that this was a brand new park. Listen, it's already bad enough that it's the same park and that it's boring, or neighborhood, because it's boring that we have to deal with this a whole nother year. But it's also disappointing that the developers are looking at us like we're crazy and we're the wrong ones in the situation when they literally made the same park as last year and expected us to not notice. That's it for this video, you guys. Do you guys agree with this list? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?